I think we always come back around to this question that you're always asking whenever you're making anything that's sort of filmed entertainment, which is, what do people root for? How do you keep telling stories in a way that make people lean in towards the object? And I think nobody knows the answer. If we did, everybody would be doing it perfectly each time. People get tired, people sour from too much of the same or too much that's different. There's nothing formulaic about it, it's just a sort of creative crapshoot. And I think what we've all tried to do is to sort of say, there's an object that we sort of think is the same. If you see it from here, or here, or here, or here, it's still the same show. But, so when Anna says she goes to the other side and sees the show differently, I think that's how we all feel, that lets us move the lens around and sort of make what people keep saying are shows within shows, but it's not. It's just the show seen differently. And I think audiences, and you guys have made this unbelievably clear, have a much more creative and durable relationship to change than people think audiences can stand. And so we've gotten a chance to tell in television, stories you couldn't tell anywhere else. Yeah. You can't tell these Fringe stories in movies. People would kick you out of the story room. I mean, it's... You know.
And recently, there's been a few stories recently.
No, I was going to say, you guys embrace it too, and I think if you have like strong, you know, like if you see the show going wholeheartedly, like the beginning of this season, going, okay, no, we're going to alternate, we're going to give you an entire episode on this side, not just little pieces, to see if, you know, it's going to, you know, fit or suit. I think if you are following people that are there, I think it's easier to follow too. So, and that's to you guys for doing it and leaning in and being strong about it and making the decision. And
that was a tricky decision. That was tricky.
I'm sure.
Because we didn't, like, we knew that we had a compelling mythology over there, and we really thought it was great, but we weren't certain that people would be okay with, you know, leaving and discovering new things when they like their show, they love their show. So we had a choice, like, either we're going to, you know, tell half the episode over here and half the episode over there, or some vignettes from over there and over here. And we soon recognized that that's not good, because it's not just to actually, we wanted you to invest in the characters over there and the mythology over there and find compelling what we find compelling. So that was a big moment for us, where he said, no, we're doing it. We're going to go here and there and here and there.
And by the way, it speaks to your first question, because the studio and the network, their vote was, they were very nervous that we would tell an entire episode that early in the season with no Josh in it, and the only character who was familiar was Olivia, who didn't know she was Olivia. and we sat down and started to imagine what that episode would be, where we did a couple scenes here and a couple scenes there, and we couldn't invest. No. And so instead we made the decision, and I think proved to be the right one, after a lot of consideration of the way for the audience to invest is if we invest, and we invested in that story deeply.
Which really all happened, in fairness, when you put on that red wig.
That was a pretty cool wig.
We all went, oh, okay, let's tell stories here.
No, you guys do treat that world with enormous respect, and let's face it, evil twins don't have a great history on television. You know? Usually they're sort of cardboard, and...
We worked too hard. Yeah, no, that's nice.
I mean, you guys beat the rap, really. I mean,
but one of the things that we have found really fun about the show is there's a way of looking at this show that our Walter is the ultimate bad guy of our series. But when we met him, he was the ultimate victim. And we're slowly peeling back the onion and making you know, understand that all the damage in two universes is because this man tried to save his son, you know, but...
It's a quintessential... His fault.